Before I start this video, I just want to say a huge thank you for all the support this channel has gotten the last few days. I mean, it was crazy. I went from 500 to 2,000 subscribers in less than 48 hours, all because of my giveaway video, which, by the way, just ended today with over 3,000 entries. Thank you again, and the winners will be posted shortly. I asked you guys, my subscribers, which Rank 30 Brawler guide you would like to see next, out of RT, Grom, and Sam. And after 255 votes, 49% of you said Grom. So, today's Rank 30 guide, we're going to be discussing Grom.
More walkie, less talkie!
Everything from his counters, best matchups, builds, and even some hidden features that a lot of players don't know about that I'll reveal later towards the end of the video. First up, we're going to talk about the star powers, X Factor and Foot Patrol. X Factor allows Grom's main attack to deal up to an additional 30% damage the farther the projectiles go, while Foot Patrol allows his movement speed to increase by 15% when his super is fully charged. If you can only purchase one of them, it should without a doubt be X Factor, and here's why. Foot Patrol is so unbelievably stupid that it straight up contradicts the whole existence of Grom. You only gain the movement speed when your super is fully charged up, which means you're getting less value out of using the brawler's super, which is supposed to be their biggest asset in the game. And even when you have the additional movement speed, it really doesn't matter because most of the game, you're just sitting behind a wall hurling bombs, and if an assassin gets close enough to kill you, then it's already too late. It's not like you're going to be able to outrun them. So just pretend that star power doesn't exist, and let's move on to gadgets. Opposed to Grom's star powers, he actually has two very useful gadgets, Watchtower and Radio Check. In most instances, Radio Check is going to be the better option. It allows your next attack to be 3 buds thrown in rapid succession instead of 1. This is extremely useful for getting some extra shots on the heist safe, guaranteeing your shots hit on a stunned or slowed brawler, or just to help you finish off a weak enemy. Now, Watchtower is good, but only on certain maps like Center Stage, Twilight Passage, and Double Swoosh. It allows you to reveal a huge area of bushes to you and your teammates, which is why it excels on maps with a large area of bush. If you had to go with one, I would pick Radio Check, but both are very viable options and map/mode dependent, so it's really up to you and your playstyle. Next up we have gears. Grom doesn't have any special gears to choose from, so I like to rock shield and damage. He's a relatively low HP brawler, which means the shield gear is a must. The shield gear always has way better value on low HP brawlers compared to high HP brawlers. For example, when placed on Tick, the lowest HP brawler in the game, that gives him a 20% buff in health compared to a brawler like Frank, which would only get a 6% buff from the same amount of health. If you didn't know or never thought about it like that, let me know in the comments so I can add more helpful tips like that one in the next video. But anyway, from there it's again really just up to you whether or not you pick the damage or the +1 gear. When talking about what mode best fits Grom, you have to understand what category of throwers he falls into. Throwers like Barley and Larry and Lori excel on modes like Hot Zone and Gem Grab because of the amount of control their supers and regular shots have, while throwers like Sprout and Tick are more prevalent on kill-based modes like Wipeout, Bounty, and Knockout. The latter is mostly because of Sprout and Tick's long-range attacks that help them stay farther away from the enemy, causing the likelihood of them dying to decrease. Plus Tick has this head that bounces around the map homing in on your current location, but that's for another video. So if you had to put Grom in this control or assassin category of brawlers, it would be assassin for sure. Grom's long range coupled with his super that can break through walls and 2x his damage makes for a great brawler to push on modes where the objective is kills, as I said before, like KO, Bounty, and Wipeout. I'll put on the screen his top 3 maps for each of the modes. Feel free to pause the video now to check them out, and if you ever see one of these out, you should play him there. Next, we're going to talk about matchups. This is going to include what Grom plays really well into and what he suffers against.
Wow, hardcore.
Note, this is assuming he has a favorable map that fits his playstyle. So if you're finding yourself not really understanding when to play or pick this brawler, this section is for you. Grom plays best when he has cover since he's able to shoot over it, so any brawler that has any way of sneaking up on him and getting into his personal bubble is going to play really well into him. Most notably Edgar, Mortis, and Lily. But every other one on the screen I would try to avoid. Brawlers that Grom is going to fare up against very nicely are ones with low HP and little to no mobility. Because of Grom's high damage output and piercing attack, he's great into sharpshooters because of their low HP nature. Here's some more that he counters or has a good matchup into. Now that we got all the basics down, let's get into tips and tricks on how to improve your Grom gameplay. When using your super, you should always pair it with an attack that is in the area that the Grom Bomb will push the enemy brawler back into. What does that mean? All it means is if you throw your super on the right side of a brawler, you can expect them to knock back to the left, making an easy kill. Grom's Watchtower gadget not only helps you see into bushes, but also block enemy projectiles. So if you're ever running back from an encounter and you're low HP, press the gadget button to block a shot. When shooting the safe with Grom's X Factor star power, always shoot on the side of the safe so his walkie split into it, activating his 30% extra damage star power. You should also do this for other non-mobile things in the game, such as turrets, boxes, or healing pads. And that's going to be it for the video. I tried a lot of new editing techniques, and if you made it this far, you clearly liked at least one of them. So please let me know in the comments what you enjoyed about the video so I know what to add more of in the next one. Oh, and what brawler you want to see next.